are all over the place, but they're not things you usually attend to. So the first reaction usually is to be something along the lines of, what the hell are you talking about? So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. For some of you listening, you have perhaps even recently had someone break up with you. And when they break up with you, on occasion they will say, this is why I'm breaking up with you. But you know, sometimes they're lying. And you know they're lying. And you know that's not really the truth. And sometimes you just don't know if they're lying or not. But you wonder. You wonder why they really broke up with you. Well, there's a problem. You can't know why they broke up with you. One, they probably won't tell you. Two, they may not know. If you honestly got them to answer the question, they may in the end say, I don't know why I'm breaking up with you. It's a hunch. It's a feeling. For those of you who have gone through this recently, let me help you out. Here's how this works. The person made a decision where these were the choices. They could be with you or they could be with this other person. They weighed the pluses and minuses. They know your pluses and minuses pretty well. They don't know this other person's quite as well, perhaps. They weighed their options and they said, I would like to spend my time with this other person. That's one way it can happen. Here's the other way it can happen. They could spend time with you and they know you a little bit, or they could spend time with no one at all, or whoever comes around the corner next. And they weigh the options, you or whatever the hell comes next. And they picked whatever the hell comes next. That's why people break up. There you go. Just in case you were wondering. But that's not acceptable. And nobody's going to believe that. And that's not an okay answer within our system. What happens sometimes, and I've seen these things happen, one person will go to another person and they'll say, why did he break up with me? Why did he break up with me? Now the other person has this quality. They don't know. They don't know either. And they'll get together and they'll say, his mom really messed him up. That's what it was. Or he's just immature. Or one of my favorites, men are dogs. By the way, men aren't dogs. Your man may have been. Somebody else's might have been. But some ain't, and some are. It's like 5 bullets killing Tupac. Sometimes. But not always. But sometimes 2 or 3 people will get together and they'll decide why somebody else broke up with one of them. And then they'll know. Once they come to that great answer, then they'll know. And you'll see the comfort when they know. In your assignment, all I'm looking for is somebody purporting to know what they could not know, and to get some description of how they came to know, what situations, what rituals, what signs were required in order for them to know, how they would defend it against an attack. If you said, well, nobody knows why anybody breaks up with anybody, or if somebody said, actually, I think he broke up with you because he thought you were pretty ugly. Yeah, nope, see, you can't say that. That's not okay. And here's why that's not okay, or here's why that never gets said. So I'm just looking for everyday examples of people coming to know something. Maybe why they would vote for this person as president, even though they don't actually know that person, or what they would do as president, or anything like that necessarily. Perhaps it could be somebody picking a major and how they would know. Try and stay away from these examples I'm giving you. I'm sure you'll come up with much better things, and there'll be a place on the discussion board put up so that you can do these assignments. And then we'll go on to the next thing. Thanks.